Speedbird Concord 760, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, Speedbird 760, thanks.
Speedbird 918 Heathrow, I'm assuming you want to wait for push as well?
We'll just push and hold on the apron if that's fine, Speedbird 918.
Speedbird 918, that's fine, yeah, you're all going the same direction. So if you want to push, that's fine. Stand 513, push and start, breathe face south.
Okay, face south 513 for the push, speed 918.
Hello, good day to you all. My name is Josh, and on behalf of the entire crew, welcome on board this British Airways flight. To help us depart on time, please place your luggage and hand baggage securely in the overhead lockers. Smaller bags, including those tagged with yellow label, must be placed under the seat in front of you. If you're sitting in the front row seat or in an emergency exit row, the floor area must be completely cleared for takeoff. Once your hand baggage is securely stowed, please make yourselves comfortable and keep the aisle clear for all our remaining customers to join us on board. As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors.
Speedbird 924 X-ray, Heathrow, good evening. Clear to Dusseldorf, Brookmans Park, 7 Golf departure, squawk 7024, QNH 1015. Speedbird 924 X-ray, correct. And information, you're coming through readability about 3, you're quite quiet.
Heathrow ground, good evening, Speedbird 815 Charlie, just for KT 275 on Alpha.
Speedbird 815 Charlie, Heathrow ground, good evening to you. Taxi right Alpha, stand 507.
Stand 507 by Alpha, good evening Dan.
Ground, Speedbird 924 X-ray, hope the audio is better, sir. Request pushback inside from 512, sir.
Speedbird 924 X-ray, that's much better, readability 5. With your pushback hold position and traffic behind, they're definitely moving as soon as they can.
Oh, no problem at all. Hold position at 512, speedbird 924, X-ray. Ground. Good evening, Speedbird 43 Hotel Alpha.
Speedbird 43 Hotel Alpha, Heathrow, good evening. Taxi, link 58, Bravo, hold short of Yankee, expect stand 520.
Taxi link 58, Bravo, Yankee, and expecting stand 520, Speedbird 43 Hotel Alpha.
Swiss 36 Alpha, Heathrow, good evening. Taxi, second left Bravo, Kilo, hold Kilo 1, expect stand 226.
Roger, right, second right, Bravo, Kilo, hold Kilo 1, expecting 226, Swiss 36 Alpha.
Swiss 36 Alpha is second left Bravo.
Sorry, second left Bravo.
Speedbird 43 Hotel Alpha, continue right Yankee, stand 520, good evening.
Continue right Yankee, stand 520, very good evening, sir. Thanks for your help, Speedbird 43 Hotel
Attention
Alpha.
to the cabin crew, boarding complete, with all ground staff, please leave the aircraft.
for ground, is a colleague here from stand 512 going to move anytime soon, sir? Receiver 924 X-ray.
Receiver 924 X-ray, stand by. I will give them a call. Receiver 908 Heathrow.
Receiver 918, yeah.
Receiver 918, report intentions, please.
We'll fire the engines up. We'll move out of the way here for Receiver 918.
Receiver 918, thank you. If you can taxi straight ahead on Alpha and hold short of Yankee, you'll then be out of the way of any other traffic on that the taxiway there.
We're going to shoot at Alpha short of Yankee for Receiver 918. You just have to give us about 30 seconds here to fire up the engine.
No problem. Receiver 924 X-ray, once the company A320 behind to your left begins their taxi, stand 512, push and start approved, base down.
This is Alf, after the company. Thanks so much, guys. Speedbird 924 X-ray.
Translate to the 461 for an Alpha.
Speedbird 461 Heathrow, good evening to you. Taxi Charlie, stand 542.
Charlie 542 to the 461. Good evening.
We're moving out, Receiver 918.
Thank you.
Heathrow ground, Speedbird A1, request IFR clearance to DNAA, code to Kutaka, and type A350-1000 at stand 546 with information. Yes, information, Bravo.
Speedbird 81 Heathrow, good evening. Cleared Accra, Maxit 1 Golf departure, squawk 4471, QNH 1015.
Squawk 4471, QNH 1015, cleared on the Maxit 1 Golf departure and to Kotaka. Thank you. Speedbird 81.
Speedbird 81, correct. Swiss 36 Alpha taxi right Bravo, stand 226, good evening.
Right Bravo, stand 226, Swiss 36 Alpha, thank you so much, have a nice evening.
Cabin crew, doors to automatic and cross check please.
Welcome on board everyone. All customers have boarded and we're about to review all the safety procedures on this aircraft. We ask that you remove your personal headphones until the end of the briefing. Portable electronic devices may be used during the flight as long as they are in flight safe mode. You may use handheld devices such as mobile phones, tablets and e-readers during takeoff and landing. You may also use personal headphones at these times. Larger items, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed away safely. As a reminder, smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board.
now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is important that you pay attention and follow instructions carefully. First, check your seatbelt is securely fastened. Insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end. To unfasten, simply lift up the metal flap on the buckle and pull apart. You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your head. When it's on, you must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for infants. We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life jacket is either beside or underneath your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave the aircraft. We will supply life cots for babies and life jackets for children. In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way to the exits. These are clearly signed.
Ground, your wings 9467,
the rear of the aircraft, and two at the front of each cabin section.
Your wings
Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you.
Input short approved facing east, your wings
To open the
9467.
doors, move the handle in the direction of the red arrow.
Ground,
Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be inflated by pulling this handle. Jump onto the slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, these slides detach to form rafts. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle. Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released. Stay in your seat and pull the mask towards you to open your supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it, then breathe normally. Do make sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must be switched off, and all headsets must be removed whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach and landing. Please ensure your mobile phone and any devices that can send or receive calls or text messages remain off for the flight. Any items with a flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Some electronic devices can be used once we're airborne. Please check High Life magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the aisles or exits.
Bravo,
It must be put
link
on the seat in front of
54,
you or in an overhead locker.
517.
But place items in the locker carefully, as they may fall and injure someone. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away, your seat is upright and your armrest is down. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
Check your score please, 4452.
Yeah, change that there now. 4452. Receiver at
Very low for X-ray mighty for takeoff. If you'd like additional light, I'd like to use the
Roger to this, right. Have a lovely week ahead, sir. Speedbird 224, X-ray.
Speedbird 748, Heathrow, good evening. Clear to Geneva, Max 61 Golf departure, squawk 1253, QNH 1015.
file maximum 1 Golf approach with squawk 1293 and
Receiver 748, correct.
For ground, good evening. Cuba 2 Long Bravo, Echo temperature 300. I think guaranteed.
So traffic, we're 924 X-ray, taking off 279.
Heathrow traffic, scanning in 261 Papa on short final runway 27. Heathrow traffic, scanning in 261 Papa, establish on the localizer, runway 27 right.
Heathrow traffic, shot 15 Golf, missed approach, turning right heading 040, 3000 Heathrow.
Gatwick traffic, at 2566 on 5 mile finals, runway 26 left.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Hello.
Hi Captain, it's Michael. Cabin is secure for takeoff. See you there.
Thanks, see you in the air.
Heathrow traffic, your wings
Very good evening. My name is Michael, the in-flight manager, and it's my pleasure to welcome you on board today. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce some of the rest of the crew on board. Working alongside me in Club Europe is Susan, and working in Eurotraveller we have Josh and Karen. A special welcome to those of you returning from the British Airways Executive Club and those of you joining us from our Onward Alliance partners. May I remind you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated, and it must remain securely fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on. Please do take care when we go for head lockers, as items may have moved during our departure and they could fall out and cause injury to yourself or a fellow passenger. As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This does include the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. We have 3 toilets located on board the aircraft today, one located at the front of the cabin for those travelling in Club Europe, and 2 located at the rear of the cabin for those of you travelling in Eurotraveller. All of the toilets are equipped with changing facilities. We're pleased to offer you Wi-Fi on today's flight. To connect, join the BA Wi-Fi network and visit shop.ba.com to discover the offers available. We're also pleased to be launching our free onboard Wi-Fi messaging service for all British Airways Executive Club members. To connect, join the BA Wi-Fi network and visit the Executive Club section of shop.ba.com where you can discover more information. To keep up to date with the latest travel trends, to find an original guide to your destination or tips on how to make the most of your time in the skies, you can read the digital version of the High Life magazine for free via the BA Wi-Fi login screen on your personal electronic device. In-seat power is available within your seat area and will be ready for you to use once the seatbelt signs have been switched off. All phones should be placed to silent to avoid disturbing other customers, and please note video and phone calls are not permitted at any time during the flight. We're about to commence the onboard service. If you do have a food allergy or would like information on specific allergens on today's flight, please do speak to any member of the crew. For those of you seated in Club Europe, we'll be offering you a choice of meal and drinks from the bar. In Eurotraveller, we'll be offering you a complimentary bottle of water and a snack. This will be then followed by the High Life Cafe service. To make a purchase from the High Life Cafe, visit shop.ba.com to discover the items available. Alternatively, you can check the menu in the seat back pocket in front of you. We now invite you to leave yourself at home and enjoy our hospitality. If there's anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable, please do let one of us know.
Heathrow traffic, your wings 9467, up on the way off 27 left 5 right turn for Dusseldorf, on the left next.
Traffic, shuttle 15 Golf, I left feet and right.
Heathrow Seabird 918 is the right turn out eastbound to Dusseldorf to flight level.
Heathrow traffic, shuttle 15 Golf, short final, feet and right.
Traffic in Frankfurt, 924 second position, runway 27 left off 27 left IFR, eastbound flight level to north, next Heathrow. Heathrow, Seabird, 925 up Fenway, 27 left in the right turn now, north flight level. X-ray turning out, heading 37 degrees, nothing down, that's from is on a deep road. Traffic equivalent 160 X-ray localized with established runway 27 Wax, that's 18 miles.
captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign and requires that all customers be safely seated with their seatbelts securely fastened. Please help us by returning to your seats now. The captain will switch off the signs when it's safe to do so. Please keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to the cabin crew so that we don't have to wake you later in the flight if the seatbelt signs are switched on once again.
Perfect Honda 1617, 10 miles final runway 050. Honda 1617 is on 5 miles final and 055. Okay, we'll wait for it is not too far for the first one. Say again? We will wait for you. Holding short, runway 23 left, keeping on 35. Thank you very much. Traffic Condor 1617, short final runway 05 right.
Store traffic, Eurowings, 946 up to 320, about 40 miles southfield, heading up 1090, and the straight in for 23 left, the wheels down. Call it 7 or 8 minutes.
Delta runway 2 Delta, Duck 6 and Alpha 16 here, Mike and Tango.
Observe traffic, Condor 1617, runway vacated via Vatsim.
Cologne traffic, Postman 502, 7 miles final, runway 31 height.
Traffic, Eurowings 9467.
captain is now switched on the fasten seatbelt sign as we will shortly be landing. Please now return to your seat and make sure that all of your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Customers sitting in a front row seat or an emergency exit area should place all items in the overhead lockers, leaving the floor area around your seat completely clear. Please check that your table is folded away, your seat is in the landing position with the armrest down, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you're seated by a window and have lowered the blind, please return this to the open position for landing. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items, including laptops, must now be switched off and stowed away safely. Please also take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit and study the safety card in your seat area. In the event of an emergency, leave all hand baggage behind.
Echo Juliet, descend to flight level 9, over.
Descend to flight level 9, Lufthansa Träger Juliet.
Echo Juliet, descend to flight level 70.
Down to level 70, Lufthansa 3 Echo Juliet.
On radar low, ATC 202 heavy speeding motion alpha, frequency IS-2
And yet 2028, Lang hello, cleared Mumbai, Aneke to Lima departure, flight level route, climb vessel to 4000 feet, squawk 4115.
And again, the altitude for Air India 202 heavy.
In your climb, via 65 correction 4000 feet.
Clear to Mumbai via and then to Lima departure, climb initially 4000 feet, squawk 4115
Cabin crew, seats for landing.
In your 2028, is that correct?
Hello. Hi Captain, it's Michael. That's the cabin secure for landing. We'll see you down there. Thank you, we'll see you on the ground.
Echo Juliet, descend 4000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend 4000, 1013, Lufthansa Träger Juliet.
Echo Juliet, turn left heading 070.
Left 070, Lufthansa 3 Echo Juliet.
And yeah, 2028, confirm for push.
A for we are ready for push.
Push approved SR2.
Push and start approved India 202 heavy.
Echo Juliet, reduce speed 2 to 0.
Okay, reducing to 20 knots, Lufthansa Träger Juliet.
Shamrock Chief, correct, 65 Yankee, descent flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
Träger Juliet, right heading 180.
Right 180, Lufthansa Träger Juliet.
Shamrock 65 Yankee, descent to 4000 feet, DNAA 1013.
4000 feet, DNAA 1013, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
Träger Juliet, turn right heading 220, cleared LS 25 left.
Right heading 220, cleared LS 25 left, Lufthansa Träger Juliet.
Radio altimeter.
Shamrock 65 Yankee, turn right heading 160.
Right 160, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
Shamrock Träger Juliet, maintain speed 170 knots until 5 miles final.
Reduce 170 to maintain until 5 DME, Lufthansa Träger Juliet.
Shamrock 65 Yankee, reduce speed 220 knots.
220 knots, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
Shamrock 65 Yankee, reduce speed 170 knots, maintain until 5 minutes final, turn right heading 220, cleared LS 25 left.
170 knots or less until 5 miles final, turn right heading, I don't know, cleared LS 25 left, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
Heading 220, please listen, yeah?
Heading to, okay, heading 220, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
$1,000. $500.
50 above. Decide.
$100, $50, $30, $20, $10.
And that is also 8 taxi rolling point runway 18 fine November. Echo Juliet, wind 2703, 7 knots, 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 left, Lufthansa 3 Echo Juliet. Long roller approved?
Affirmative.
Long roller approved, Lufthansa 3 Echo Juliet, vielen Dank.
A very warm welcome to your destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. When it is safe to do so, please do take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may have moved during our journey and they could fall out and cause injury to yourself or a fellow passenger. You may now make and receive calls as well as use all data services on your handheld electronic devices. Please check that you have all your personal belongings with you before you leave the aircraft. If you require any assistance here at your destination, please do speak to your ground colleagues who will be happy to help. And for those customers who have ordered special assistance to leave the aircraft today, we ask that you please remain seated, keeping the aisle around you clear, and the crew will be at hand to assist you further. On behalf of all of us on board and British Airways, I would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we do look forward to seeing you back on board very soon. Thank you, and have a very good evening.
Shamrock 65 Yankee, wind 2703, 7 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
Lufthansa Echo Juliet, taxi Mike 28, hold short 25 center.
Mike 28, hold short 25 center, Lufthansa 3 Echo Juliet.
Lufthansa Echo Juliet, cross 25 center, taxi to gate Alpha 17 via Lima and November 5.
Cross 25 center, taxi Alpha 17 via Lima, November 5, Lufthansa 3 Echo Juliet.
And 2028 with 2737 knots, runway 18 clear for takeoff, bye bye. Yeah. And 2028, runway 18 clear for takeoff and 2737 knots.
That was R4 in the 2028 heavy.
Yep.
Runway 18 clear for takeoff in the 2028 heavy.
Shamrock 65 Yankee, taxi via Mike 28, cross to Fast Center, on the other side, taxi state Victor 117 via Lima, November 1 November.
Mike 28, cross runway 2% on the other side, taxi Lima, can you repeat the stand, Victor, question Shamrock 65 Yankee?
November 1, Lima, November 1 November, Victor 117.
117, Lima, November 1 November, Shamrock 65 Yankee.
In the 2028, after departure, come to flight level 130.
After departure, climb level 130 for in the 2028 heavy.
Operations line is closing back.
Thanks for the service, have a good night, bye bye.
Alles nur für euch.
Danke für deinen tollen Service. Schönen Abend.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check, thank you.
As we were using steps to disembark the aircraft today, please take care and use the handrails provided. Once on the ground, please follow the directions of our ground colleagues. Thank you.